what's the blue team mission? Okay, so okay, no problem. Okay, so one of the blue team mission right now. So as a part of blue team, what are your mission? So there are a few things that you can do. The first thing is that you stay up to date to the current news and attack techniques that is happening right now in the market. Okay, so you subscribe to all the feeds. Suppose there's any latest attack happening in the company, in any other company. Let's say there's a malware attack in, let's say, Microsoft, for example. So you keep an eye on those news. Okay. You read those news and understand from there, if that attack would have happened in your company, would you been able to protect that? And if not, what are the preparation that we can do so that if similar thing happens in future to our company, we can definitely protect the company from similar attacks. So one of the main thing is uh, to achieve our goal is that we stay up to date to the current news and the attack techniques. And attack techniques, I mean, what are the different new kind of attacks vector that the attackers are using to come inside the company and have an unauthorized access to the company networks. So we need to be keep an updated on that. One of the other way to do that is definitely enrolling for trainings or enrolling for conferences where you get a chance that okay, you meet with different people, security domain people or different companies, and you share your common knowledge. You do a knowledge sharing session where you say, okay, these are the things that I do, these are the things that we do, these are the attacks that we have seen, these are the attacks that they have seen. So there are different conferences too. Like one of the conferences I can recall is FIRST, first conference. So yeah, this is one of the organization. Okay. What you can do is that you can enroll in this type of conferences, or there is another which is like nullcon. Okay, so what you guys can do is like on a regular basis, few members of a team can also kind of uh, participate in this overhaul. And this kind of conferences give an idea, okay, what the trend right now, seeing what the other companies are seeing the trend in their attack, and how what are the techniques they are utilizing to kind of protect themselves from those kind of attacks. Okay, and even if you guys are not able to kind of do that, not able to attend the conferences and all, definitely if you just go to the video sections, most of the sessions like nullcon, defcon, uh, you'll kind of getting a videos for all of them. Okay, uh, defcon, um, cyber security, so you will have a lot of kind of videos on that. Okay, what are the to get an idea, okay, what's the attack vector right now looks like, and how to kind of keep an update on all the news happening right now. Okay, now the other thing what you guys can do to be better at your goal, which is to secure the organization, is utilize the threat intelligence for an advantage over attackers. So what I mean threat intelligence is that uh, let's say your organization, there are some attackers who are planning certain attacks against your organization. So what you do, so what normally happen is that most of the time the attackers, they collaborate, like two different teams, like the attackers are based out of two different countries, let's say, and they collaborate on a hidden channel, let's say the black uh, deep web. Okay, where they chats among themselves and kind of plan out, okay, how the attack will look like to any of the organization. So if your team utilizes threat intelligence, so what you can do is that you can take advantage of the attacker. So threat intelligence can let you know that okay, there is certain chatter going on in the deep web, where few guys are planning to attack this organization, let's say. Okay, and these are the way that they are planning to perform this attack. So what you can do is that based on that, you can quickly check out if that attack is going to happen to your organization, are your security controls in place to detect them and also flush them out. Okay, have you the tools to kind of properly investigate if that attack is going to happen. So much before the attacker will be initiating that attack, you will be having a one first hand knowledge that that attack is going to happen, and you prepare yourself out on that. Okay, so you can utilize the threat intelligence reporting based on that. So there are certain things like uh, let's say deep web. Okay, so so let's say there are different kind of organization right now which can kind of you can subscribe to, which can kind of give you the threat reports or threat intelligence like CrowdStrike, one of the best organization like Mandiant, which can kind of provide you the threat intelligence what's happening right now. And one other thing that like these guys actually help is that let's say there was a ransomware attack in your system, okay, and you wanted to kind of know that okay how much to pay to the attacker, okay, and you also want to let's say talk with the attacker, and let's say if they have asked let's say for 100 crores to decrypt the data, you talk with them and let's say you agree them, okay, why not 100, why 100 crores, let's agree upon 50 crores Indian rupees for an example. So all this task of connecting with the attacker, you can also ask this kind of companies like Mandiant or CrowdStrike to do on your behalf. Okay. So they will kind of work with the attacker. They will kind of pay the amount on your behalf, and they will kind of try to reduce the amount in certain sense. And let's say there was a scenario where there is not ransomware attack, but the attacker have exfilled your data out from your organization, and they are planning to sell it in like let's say next 10 days. So in that case again you can reach out to this kind of organization, and what this organization will help you is that they will help you in two things. First thing is that even before the attacker let's say are planning to expose your data to the public, they will get to know about that, and they will inform you that this is something going to happen. And what you do is that you inform your legal team, you inform your public relation PR team that there is certain bad news coming out for this organization in future, in near future. We need to prepare with certain thing that we say to our customer. So the other thing that you can request this kind of organization is that this organization can on your behalf talk with the attacker, and they can and they can what they can do is like they can download the data from the attacker for you, so that you can analyze uh, from where this data were leaked from your organization. Okay, so there are multiple things which this kind of organization help. They provide you with the threat intelligence, and also they help you in on your behalf to talk with the customers and kind of get more details from the customer, what from the attacker, what they are planning to do, and also deal with certain ransomware attack. Okay, so this is about other way to kind of keep an updated, achieve your goals, which is utilizing the threat intelligence. Now the other thing what we can do is monitoring the network and endpoints. Okay, for the sign of compromise. So monitoring network. So what I mean is that for cybersecurity, let's say. Okay, so what I mean is that you have certain kind of devices on your network, let's say IDS, IPS. What they do is like they have certain patterns, and with that pattern, they can kind of detect if the attack is kind of going is happening. So let's say there was a ransomware attack in, let's say again I will use the term, let's say Microsoft. They had a ransomware attack on the system, and the attacker were communicating to a specific, let's say a specific domain. Okay, they had a specific C2 server, they had a specific server of their own, and the compromised system were connecting to those servers of the attacker. So now once Microsoft, let's say, release that data to for other companies to protect, what you do is that you configure that alert in your IDS, in your monitoring software in the organization. And once what these ideas will do is that if they see any network traffic going out to the same attacker server IP address,